welcome or welcome back. My name is Paris, and I'm here with some more Arcadia Fallen. Apologies for, I just see in the chat, me when I'm running late, but you also start late, sunglasses emoji, yep. See, it was all part of the plan, actually. So I'm not late. I arrived just when I needed to. So I have nothing to apologize for. Apology retracted. But yeah, I started late because I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And you know, sometimes you do a mission and you do the thing they tell you to do, but then you do it the way they tell you to do it, but for some reason they make you fail the mission. So then you have to restart a checkpoint. Sometimes that happens. And then you get arrested and you fail the mission. But we've got Reverend Swanson back at camp. Anyways, let's continue on. What did we just do? Last time we finished getting preparations done for our heist at Goldner's mansion, and then we did the heist itself. We snuck in under an invisibility potion, and then we figured out his very easy to solve his password that was just in plain sight. I mean, it was broken into two parts, basically. There was a coded version of the password, but then a cipher in an easy-to-find place, so we got that done. And then we discovered there was a secret passageway to, this weird underground, I don't know, hallway, escape area. So we did that. We got Caden's weapon back, but it was broken. And so now we're just, hanging out. We're trying to figure out what to do next, I think, or something. We had that thing with the bard, because we needed to find out. I mean, we were just asking if he had any information about the area, and then he talked about this place called the Hidden Library, and was talking about how it was a certain class of mage, which I can't remember what they were called, but we deduced that Michael was of that lineage, because a lot of their stuff is based on bloodlines and being connected that way. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Sorry, I'm also just because I finished up and then just ran here and started getting things going for the stream, and I'm also very tired. So we'll see if I'm completely incomprehensible or what's going on. Okay, so we have everyone we can talk to, and then the Ivy Woods thing is probably trying to find the hidden library, because that's where we came out of the escape route, hidden passage thing in Goldner's place. Okay, I guess we'll start with the tavern. Maybe because Michael wasn't there when we connected the dots and heard about the library, so maybe we'll tell him about this and be like, hey, what's going on? Oh, hey, the bard is there as well. Okay. You enter the tavern to find Michael sitting in his usual seat. Rune sits on the other side, smiling pleasantly.
And then, the merchant ran through the town without his trousers, yelling about demonically possessed ducks. It was a blast.
You do know, Michael, as much as I love these stories of yours. They are not going to pay off your debt.
As much as I love these stories.
Even with the rate of chaos you enact, you would have to live 10 lives to make it up.
You say that to discourage me. But I am only hearing a challenge.
Your hero's tale will end in tragedy.
Oh.
You can try to laugh it off all you want, but the path you're heading down...
Okay, that like took a turn.
As someone who begrudgingly still considers you a friend, it concerns me. Why can't you let the past go?
You should know better than anyone that the past holds the key to the future.
No one can look into the future.
Maybe I'll be the first then.
The bard lets out a heavy sigh and empties his glass.
I pray that what you find won't kill you, or worse, break you.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Are you okay? What was that all about? Making friends, I see. What was that all about?
Let's see.
Just a good old-fashioned disagreement between friends, that's all.
But in truth, he has every right to be mad at me.
Oh, he took a breath. I thought he was going to continue to speak, but no. The bards have a strict rule of not revealing secrets the listener hasn't paid for in full. Their deity is quite adamant about that one. Every story has a proper price, and some can be quite pricey. I may have gotten a little too much for the price I paid him once. The worst. I mean, he gave it up. What kind of spoilers? Have you tried apologizing? Say what kind of secrets are we talking about here?
Huh.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't really be worth much if I just told you them, would they? Just trust me when I say I could be at his beck and call for the rest of my life and I would never be able to repay him. Michael's expression suddenly turns somber, and he looks away from you, deep in thought.
That's just how it is.
I made my peace long ago with the type of man I've become. Does it repulse you to know a person like me? There's a genuine curiosity to his question, and you search your heart trying to figure out what you think about the wild mage. Oh, do you have feelings for Michael? No, I don't. Not romantic. Wouldn't it be funny though? It's like you flirted with like every other character except one, but then the one you never flirted with, you're like, I feel a spark there actually. No, I don't feel anything romantic. You close your eyes to think, but you don't find any romantic feelings for the mage. Does this mean when we talk to Caden, we can, like, lock in Caden? You're my friend, I care about you. You disgust me. You have your reasons. I mean, I know it's early-ish. Well, we might be, like, more, like, closer to the halfway point. You're my friend and I care about you, so I'll go with that. You're my friend, Michael. I can't say I understand you completely, but I respect your decisions and I want to help.
Thank you.
You really have too good a heart, Kit. Be careful someone like me doesn't come along and step on it. Speaking of our dear bard, did you complete his request? What did you think of his story? Archivist, that's what, okay. I was thinking, I was like, is it Archivist? Was that the term, but I didn't want to commit to it. I think you're keeping things from me. Michael, are you an archivist? It was very insightful. We'll just say, Michael, are you an archivist? Oh, I see in the chat. Oh, at least they're very clear about locking in romances in this now. Yeah, I do. Like, I'm usually not one to, like, flirt or show interest in multiple characters. Because if I'm, like, deciding between characters, I'm still keeping things platonic. But I like that it's when they, like, give you the choice to, I don't know, test the waters with, like, what, like, romantic coded stuff might look with that character without actually locking it in, or without there being, like, weird jealousy scenes when you haven't become serious at all yet. Michael, are you an archivist?
About that.
Oh, he mentioned something that made me worry. Michael, are you possibly an archivist?
I see.
Ah, so he gave that away, did he? I shouldn't be surprised. He's always been good at getting what he wants while staying within the limits of the rules.
I suppose I owe an explanation.
Ooh, backstory unlocked, or partial backstory.
Look.
Oh, nope, okay. I have to do the talking. To be an archivist, much like any other school of magic, is not an exact science. Any mage can become an archivist with the right training, but since most of their spells involved retracing history using blood, being blood of the family gives certain perks. I never knew my parents. I was too young to register what happened during the cleansing, but I carry their blood. That makes me an archivist as well, even if I never trained as one. Alright, let's start with that. Do you know anything about your parents? There was not much left after the Empire went on their mad crusade against the bookkeepers. I have later learned through others that they were both archivists, working together at a research facility outside Eridus, but that is all. That's awful, I'm sorry, at least you know that. I'll say I'm sorry.
That's awful.
Michael, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Still. I'm sorry that you couldn't know them. The opportunity to know them was taken from you. Thank you, but I didn't know them much, honestly. Hard to miss what you can't remember. He sighs and looks off to the side. Oh, in the chat about, like, the romance, jealousy type stuff, I see. Yeah, I got a jealousy scene while I thought I was still testing the waters in Baldur's Gate 3. Oh no. Yeah, and I mean, as you know, my, before, when things were still maybe flagged incorrectly, and I was definitely not choosing romantic dialogue options for a character, yet it was incorrectly flagged as romance or something. That's what I understand to be what happened. Because when I looked up, why is this happening to me? Why is the game think I'm in love with this character? People were like, oh, it's because you chose this option in this scene. I'm like, I never did that scene, so I never chose that option. What's going on? And I never got an answer, so instead I had to pursue a different person, the one I wanted to pursue, and then that first person that I never said anything remotely about being interested in them was like, where are you hanging out with this other person? I thought we had something special. And I'm like, you made it up in your mind that we're a thing when we're not. So I had to deal with the jealousy scene as well. And they suck. I don't enjoy jealousy scenes. I think they're so uncomfortable. Like, especially when you're not opting into them. Like, I know some people like the drama, but it's not my cup of tea. That kind of drama is just like, ugh. Stop it. Anyway. We're talking about his dead parents here. They didn't deserve to be executed like that. They were doing work for the Empire, and then from one day to the next, they were hunted like beasts. All of those people. Research facility.
What do you mean?
You mentioned some kind of research facility?
Let's see.
Right. Archivists were a bit different from other Academy mages. While tinkerers and herbalists would set up individual shops, archivists were assigned to libraries, where they would work together to collect and document. Sometimes these libraries would become all-out research facilities, where mysteries would be uncovered through years of hard work. And to ensure the safety of such valuable research, the Coven of Mages often guarded it jealously behind legacy spells and enchantments. Alright, Archivist magic.
Really?
What is Archivist magic? How is it different from what Quinn and Anne can do?
Here.
It all depends on the individual mage, honestly, but a general theme of Archivist magic is that it connects us to the past. Some were able to see glimpses of past events. Some could commune with the dead. Fancy little tricks like that. Usually spells like that require blood as a catalyst, another reason why people were wary of them.
I wonder.
The bard told me about a hidden library underneath the town. A library only an archivist can enter. Sound familiar?
Did not expect that.
So it is true, then. It really is here, of all places. I mean, do we think maybe it's here because the man-made demon prison? Like, I feel like these two big important things are probably connected. I don't think two separate entities were like unaware of each other and made these things on their own, you know? I mean, I don't want to be angry. So why didn't you tell us? If you knew about all this, why didn't you tell us? Don't you trust me? Now, don't you look at me like that. Those sad puppy eyes of yours should be criminal.
First of all, I didn't know the library was here. I had an inkling, which may or may not have influenced my decision to come here.
Sorry, I got a text message that distracted me. Oh wait, I didn't read that. I wanted to learn more about what my parents worked on, but after my little dispute with the bard, I didn't have anyone to guide me on where to look. You used me? So you could have just asked.
About that.
You could have just asked, you know?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Well, yes, now I could have, but back when we first met, I distinctly remember a sword being at my throat, so excuse me for being a bit hesitant to share this. No, totally understandable, honestly. I wasn't a fan of the sword thing either. That also happened to me. The library will surely hold the information we need about this town's underground, possibly even the tools to fix it. So what if I get something out of it as well? A win-win deal, no? I mean, you lied to me. I understand. Okay, I feel this is like a really big secret, and you can't just tell every stranger you meet.
Okay.
I understand why you did that. Let's go and find the secret library together.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kit, for understanding. You leave the tavern. Oh, okay, no little talk between companions right now. We'll go see Caden. Where are we going at the market? I just knew Caden was there, so I clicked it. Who knows where we're going. You want to talk to Caden, but you can't find him at Anne's, and he isn't at the shop either. It's getting dark, so you search the town for him. The town square is empty, so you sigh and continue on. You don't get that far before two guys walk up to you, intimidating sneers on their faces. Why are we constantly being, like, hassled and like threatened by dudes?
Hey, you!
Well, if it isn't the alchemist, says the angry mine worker. The haughty mine worker. You got some gall showing yourself out here after all the trouble you've caused. Breaking and entering at the boss's estate. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot that they all, well, Goldner knew we were there and he like saw us. I'm pretty sure. Stealing from us workers.
You'll pay for that!
We're not getting paid this month thanks to your little stunt. Oh. Seems like somebody lied about why we were there. Not surprising. Always surprised that not only is he going around telling everyone about what happened, but he's lying about what we took. Both to cover his ass and making it worse. So he's just he has the money, but he's just decided to keep money from them as well, and pretend that we stole it. That's great. Where did you hear this? What do you think, Kit? I haven't stolen anything. I don't want to do where did you hear this, because that's just a stupid question. I'm sorry. Just say, why would I do that? I don't want to say I haven't stolen anything in case there becomes like there's like actual factual proof of us being there and stealing something, because that'll just make me look bad.
Actually...
Take a moment and think. Why would I steal anything from you? Everyone needs coin. Everyone knows you and the boss had a row because he's working to put you magic folk back in your place. Stealing the worker's salary is low, even for your kind. Literally also a worker. I mean, not manual labor to the extent of a mine worker, but literally also a worker. So we think it's only fair you get to share some of our pain. Oh, you're just gonna beat me up? That's what's gonna happen. I see in the chat, two guys, angry and haughty guys. And then I guess that's why we're getting hassled. And then in quotes from Goldner, yes, the perfect excuse not to pay my employees. He's like, why didn't I think of this excuse sooner? I got stabbed like 3 days ago. I don't think I'm the fighting type. I'm gonna run. Bye. maybe I can outrun them. Probably not. You turn on your heel and run. You're fast, much lighter. Sorry, I was waiting for them to be described as burly again. Lo and behold, here it is. You're fast, much lighter than the two burly mine workers, but unlike them, you spend most of your days inside a shop, so your stamina isn't all that great. Yeah. No! When you cry out when a big hand clamps down on the back of your shirt, and you feel yourself getting lifted off the ground like you weigh nothing, the men's laughter ringing in your ears. Hold on. Okay. The ringing in your ears. Look at this scrawny thing. Thought you could outrun us. Ha! That laugh sound effect. Now it's time for us to have some fun. You instinctively curl up, waiting for the strike, but when the blow lands, it isn't on you. Is Caden saving us? Arrgh! What the hell? You let out a yell when you suddenly fall, landing in an ungraceful heap on the street, wincing. The goons are laying in the dirt around you, out cold. Above them stands a large shape, hard to make out in the dark. Your vision is still swimming, but you feel them help you upright, cold hands looking over you.
Talk to me. How are you feeling?
You blink in surprise, your vision swimming into focus on a familiar but glowless face. What happened to your face? I totally had that. You totally did not. At least it's a joke, but I mean, he already talked about how they can suppress the glow. In the chat, another guy! Parentheses positive. Yeah, it's another guy, non-derogatory.
Thank you.
Caden? Thank you. You really saved me back there. I mean, here. Caden's voice. Caden's face. I literally almost said voice again. Face is devoid of any emotion. There's something off about him. The glow from his markings is dim to the point of not being there, and his voice is dull, like he isn't quite there either.
Look.
It isn't safe here. Let's go back to the shop. You don't argue with him as he guides you back down the street. He doesn't speak another word the entire walk. The chat, oh no, he emo. I mean, considering the fact that emo technically is short for emotion or emotional, I don't think he emo. If we're gonna be technical about it. He leads you back to the safety of the shop. It's quiet. Everyone's already retired for the night. As soon as you're inside and the door behind you is safely closed, Caden lets out a relieved sigh, and you watch, stunned, as the color slowly bleeds back into his skin. He winces as if it's painful. I didn't know you could do that. You literally saw him do that. You've seen it. I know you could miss it if you stayed in the office instead of going with him, or if you went with what's her face, Victoria. So I understand that's probably why the option is here. But it is funny that it's not flagged to be different when you clearly have seen this before. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you alright, Caden? I will be in a moment. Sorry for worrying you. You weren't meant to see this.
Look,
I don't use my training as a night walker often. However, you were in danger and I wouldn't have been much help to you if they'd noticed me. What's a night walker? I mean, you kind of talked about it before.
Tell me about...
But he was definitely talking about it in a way that implied that he was not part of that. I think, didn't he even say that he's like never met a night walker before or something? I feel like that was a thing he said. In the chat, we don't need to talk about Victoria right now. Why do we keep bringing her up? What's a night walker?
well,
They are a special group of warriors trained to protect the mountains from danger. They tend to do that by staying hidden and gathering information. They get their name because one of their key skills is being able to hide the glow of their inner light. For an Ijoma, that is a rather unsettling skill to possess. Our understanding of emotion is tied to the glow just as much as facial expressions or tone of voice. In order to turn off the light, you need to feel nothing. You can do that? That sounds useful? That sounds frightening.
That can't be.
That can't be! That sounds honestly terrifying. It is. It's only the bravest among us who get to among us get to undergo the training. Sorry. I just said it in a way that made me think of it. I'm sorry.
it changes you.
Aaron, stop it! I see you in the chat, all caps, Among Us!
Once you are in that state, it is like a void. And in order to get your glow back, you must reconnect with your emotions.
I'm totally
If
serious.
you spend your days in the dark for too long, one can forget the things that make you feel. It is not sadness, not anger, just an absence of emotion. And it is a very frustrating thing to not be able to remember what made you happy, what made you sad. I've been in that place. It took everything in me to return. And once I did, I quit my training. I was too frightened to go back to that place.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, we're literally having a serious, like, backstory, like, you know, unlock my tragic backstory moment with not only with a companion but the character we're trying to romance, and we're going Among Us, make my way and goofing. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Kaden, this is very serious and I feel for you. We're just trying to get a laugh from Caden, you know? He's talking about being like devoid of emotion to get to that place. We're helping him bounce back. That's all it is. That's why we're goofing off. We don't need to bring up Victoria.
What do you mean?
What were you doing outside? It's dangerous with Goldner's men wandering about.
Really?
Really? I was looking for you, so it comes back around to what were you doing outside? I should be the one asking you that. I at least have some means to defend myself, but you... What would you even have done if I had not shown up when I did? I could have taken them. Oh, I mean, I could have taken them because they're kind of sulking. They surprise me. You're right. I'll be more careful. What are our romance options? Wait for my... That's a little... He's upset. Maybe don't make a flirtatious joke. But maybe that'll snap him out of it. But also, that's such a cringe thing to say. Like, I don't find that cute. I just find that cringy and like, ew. You don't need to call the person you're interested in. You're Prince Charming. Ugh. Maybe we'll go, see, we'll make him flustered. We'll say, you were following me? And in the chat, sorry, Kaden, we're just so comfortable around you. And what's that? It's the pleading eyes emoji, I think, and then the crying. I mean, the crying laughing.
Huh?
Wait, were you following me? What? No, I mean... I've been observing the streets at night for a while now to keep track of Goldner's men. I want to find some way to be useful to our cause now that the sword is broken. What? Now that the sword is broken together with our original plan? That's an odd... I'm guessing that the sword, both the sword and our original plan are broken, but that's a weird way of phrasing it. So far, I've learned nothing useful. Should we ask the Victoria question or just not? In chat, in double quotes, observing. I mean, I just don't see the point of bringing up Victoria. Oop. Right as I clicked, I saw your we can ask about Victoria for completion comment. Sorry, not a completionist. LMAO, it's fine. You were just a second too late. You remain silent, and Caden sighs, running a hand through his hair.
Look.
I know these nightly activities are risky, but I couldn't just stay here and do nothing. Now that Anne has taken the sword, the only useful thing I'm capable of is scouting in the dark, but it appears I can't even do that much.
A true Nightwalker would have been more useful, but I am not that.
More useful how? You took out those two guys, like, I don't know what you're being down about. If they aren't doing anything, you can't observe them hard enough to make them do something that gives us information, you know what I mean? A sudden feeling washes over you as you observe Caden struggling with this. Is it the possible romance lock-in feeling? Is that the feeling we're getting? Yes. A sudden feeling washes over you. No, it doesn't. I reject what the narrator says, actually. Yes, I feel close to him. Ooh, a double confirmation, making sure. Is that really what you want to click? I appreciate that. Do you have feelings for Caden? Yes. You feel a warmth spread in your chest. You saved me. You're not useless. We don't want anyone else. You're not useless. You're not useless, Caden. Stop selling yourself short like that. You mean a lot to me, so stop putting yourself down. Caden blinks, clearly taken aback by your confession, and he looks away, hiding his face from you with his hair. That is blunt, but thank you. I needed that. I might have lost my head a little there. Sorry. It's late. Caden steps closer to you, and you pause when he runs a hand through your hair, smiling gently. Wow, we like... It didn't even feel like that romantically, like, coded what we said.
Thank you.
In the chat, don't talk about my parentheses boy friend like that. Exactly. Good night. He leaves, and after getting your rapidly beating heart under control, you head to bed. Where we dream about him all night. I mean, what? Let's go. Ooh, do we have anything that we need from Quinn? I don't know, but I mean, I like them, so we'll just go visit them for fun, maybe. Or maybe they'll give us another task.
What can I do for you today?
I don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. Bye. We just a quick hi and bye.
I've gotta go.
See you, Quinn.
Take care.
Thank you. All right, back to the flower shop for the other person. Then the chat, that's the first time Kit blushes. How the turntables. Yep. And Caden finally was like, yes, I'm not the only one getting flustered and embarrassed here. Anne's workshop is startlingly quiet when you return. You find the mage not busily welding together new metals, but instead leaning against her desk, reading what appears to be a letter. Something wrong? Slacking, are we? What are you reading? I'll just say, what are you reading? What are you reading there, Anne? Oh, hello there, Kit. Didn't notice you come in.
It's a letter from my brother, informing me that one of my father's associates has gotten a permit for a court mage, and insinuates quite heavily that I should give up my foolish endeavor and come settle down.
Ooh. She folds up the letter and throws it on the table dismissively.
He's an idiot if he thinks I'd settle for a life as a pathetic court jester. But you've got to admire his tenacity. I didn't think his couriers would be able to find me all the way out here.
Court jester? Father's associate? Your brother? I guess we'll just do talk to
What do you
Bottom.
mean?
What do you mean by a court jester?
So,
You know how towns have to qualify in some way to be allowed to have a mage move in? Well, some noble families got tired of their offspring ending up all over the empire, so they rigged the rules so that big estates or courts could qualify as a town too. So mage children from noble houses go to the academy to learn pretty illusion magic and then return home to live off their family's wealth as entertainers.
ugh.
Why would I ever want that for myself? Spending the rest of my life humoring a bunch of corrupt nobles. I almost said corporate. Corrupt nobles. What a joke. Your father's associate?
Tell me about...
When you frame it like that, it sounds rather sketchy. Oh, that's because it is. I love my father dearly, but I am not a fan of how he uses our family's power to bend the rules to his will. Your brother?
Huh?
You have a brother?
Actually,
I have two, actually. Older brothers, both of them. We don't get to see each other much for obvious reasons, but Marcus likes to write to keep me up to date on the Hoffland family's latest shenanigans. Since we're talking about brothers, we'll do the what are your brothers like?
So,
Orion is the eldest. He's been following my father's footsteps into politics, but I honestly don't think it suits him. He's too gentle for that kind of work. It doesn't matter though, since he's the heir and is going to be set for life no matter how his political career goes. He got married last spring. I've never met his wife, but Marcus writes that she's sweet, so I'm happy for him. Marcus is different. Easily excitable, but with the attention span of a small fish. My father is a patient man, but even he's growing tired of Marcus never sticking with anything for more than a day. The one thing that does seem to keep his interest, though, is keeping in touch with me, which I appreciate. Alright, what about your parents? Don't they write to you as well?
So,
my father is too busy playing politics to spend much time on family matters. He does send the occasional extravagant gift as a way to mend the tear. She chuckles and taps at the gemstone brooch holding her tie together. My mother and I have a complex relationship. We don't talk much. Father's involved in politics?
Me about...
Your father is a politician? I see in the chat, corporate, corrupt, not too far off. Exactly. It is his passion. The Hoffland family has always held high standing among the elites of Eridus, but my father's ideals have been shaping the entire region for a generation now. Eridus has a history of being rather conservative in its views on magic. My father changed that, tipping the scale towards a more open approach. He has done amazing work, so I excuse him for being a rather absent parent in my life. He would never have been happy if he'd had to put that part of his life behind him. Sounds like he sounds like a decent person. I don't think I would say he's a great father, especially since she was literally just saying he was an absent parent, so that's like literally the opposite of a great father. I'll say still must have been hard.
Oh.
Still, that must have been quite hard for you, growing up without him. It was, in more ways than you know. Alright, your family's well?
Really?
Family's wealthy?
my excessively long name didn't give that away?
Did you tell us your whole name? Probably, but I forget it. The Hoffland family is one of the oldest noble lines in Eridus. It's of no use to me, however. I escaped that circus when my mage abilities were discovered, much to my family's chagrin. You should do what you love, your brother cares. I mean, I think she's aware that her brother cares. Doesn't mean that she wants to be a court jester.
About that.
You should do what you love, no matter what your family might think. My thoughts exactly. My family doesn't understand my dream or why I work so hard to reach it. They're simply projecting their own hopes and wishes onto me. It doesn't make them bad people, but it means I have to contend with walking this path alone. At least until I succeed, then hopefully they'll realize that this is what makes me happy.
Fascinating.
It's funny. She turns to you. In a way, I think you understand me better than they do. We might not see eye to eye on some things, but you have at least experienced the same as I have, and have chosen to support me even if you don't agree. That means a lot to me. I'm glad you're my friend, warming up to me. So you're warming up to me? Sounds to me like you're warming up to me. It's difficult not to not want to be friends with someone as charming as me, I suppose. Charming, huh? Well, since you claim to be such a charming friend, you must be just the one I need to help me move all these boxes over here. It would help me greatly, oh, great friend of mine. You know, I just remembered I need to, Victoria, she's definitely calling my name right now, and you know how Victoria gets. We'll just agree. I can do that, no problem. Probably. You spend the next hour helping her move stuff around the workshop. It's still weird as an exclamation point, even though there was nothing to do with Quinn. Strange. Okay. I think we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break, and then we'll be back to talk to Victoria and Mime and possibly Elizabeth. And then I guess we'll see how far we get with that. We might be able to start looking for the hidden library. Anyways, be back in 10 minutes. See you on the other side. Alright. We are back. So we'll head to, oh my god. We will talk with Mime. We'll save Victoria for last. Hey, if she's hanging out in the alley, why wasn't she... There's a place. It's a separate location, the alley, so why wasn't she there? That's kind of weird. Mime is hanging out in the back alley, sitting on top of a crate, looking up at the clouds passing by.
Hey, you. Did you need a moment to calm down too?
It's been quite a ride so far, hasn't it? I'm so exhausted. Honestly, I am also very tired right now, so I feel you, Mime. Didn't expect this. Are you okay? We did good. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
How are you holding up, Mime? You look rather shaken. Oh, you know, just coming to terms with the fact that we just did a heist in a mansion. It's a lot. I still can't wrap my head around what happened to the forest. A failed ritual just sucked all the life out of it? Just what kind of magic is hiding beneath us? I also can't help but wonder why I was spared. One moment the forest was there, and in the next, I woke up alone. My memory is pretty fuzzy, but it's kind of weird, right? You're weird. It's odd. Yeah, you're reading too much into it. No, I think it is odd. Something worth being puzzled about. I agree. That is odd.
About that.
And I just have this feeling, you know? That all of this is connected somehow, and it's just so frustrating not to know. Mime jumps down from her crate and starts pacing back and forth in front of you. It's just, I feel like my head's about to explode. Demon prisons, possessions, and secret libraries. We learned so much, but I'm only more confused, and we still haven't gotten any closer to finding a way to get you and me separated. Deep breaths, Mime. This won't help. We'll get there. Deep breaths, Mime.
So...
You're looking a bit pale there, Mime. Remember to breathe. Right. Right. Breathe. Mime takes a deep breath. She doesn't look any more relaxed.
Well...
The key to all of this seems to be the spirit locket. I mean, if you can use it to seal demons away, then it obviously makes sense you should be able to unseal something as well, right? We can't very well go and try unsealing the demons in the locket, though. Victoria would not be happy about that. I wonder if unsealing a spirit is similar to exorcising a demon? I mean, we know that exorcism is bad since people, well, die. But what if there was a way to just gently let the spirit leave? No ripping souls into pieces. If we could do that, then there might be hope for Kim's brother too. No way Ronan's gonna show up and offer to be our guinea pig though. But, you know, I actually have a crazy idea. Just no. What is it? Seems like our kind of idea. What is it? Let's hear it out.
What do you mean?
What kind of idea?
About that.
What if I tried to possess you, and then you could try and remove me? That sounds dangerous. What? You think that will work? What? You're right, that sounds crazy.
Hear me out.
Well, yeah, I know, but please hear me out. You and I are already bound together, so it's not like it can get any worse. Famous last words. But we might learn something if we give it a try. Your choice will affect Mime's path going forward. Trust Mime to possess you without harming you. Too risky. We can't put the mission in jeopardy. Why not? Let's get some more possession going on. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll do
it. Yeah, in the chat, what could possibly go wrong? We're about to find out, because I said let's do it. Okay, Mime. Go ahead and do it. I trust you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's try it. Mime closes her eyes and furrows her brow in thought for a moment, and then you feel a tug on your soul, much like when you use the spirit locket, but opposite. You let the feeling in, and in a flash, Mime is gone. Did it work? I don't feel any different. Do you hide again, Mime? Oh, you can see the text is like kind of pink. So did it work? Oh, it changed it. Oh, this is weird. And we say, wow, this is so weird. The world looks so different when you're tall. Mime, you can make me talk? Don't think you smart ideas now. You can make me talk? Mime is amazing. Mime is the greatest spirit ever. Sorry, that's enough fooling around for me. It seems I'm in control at the moment. This must be how the demon controls Ronan too. The question now is, can you force me out somehow? End the possession. You shove with all your might and you feel the connection flip.
Whoa!
Mime appears again, stumbling and a bit disoriented.
You did it!
You managed to push me out. That was an experience. Did we get unbound? I highly doubt it. That was awful. It was only 2 seconds. So that was an experience. Right, let's never do that again. Oh, I agree. That was weird. It didn't even work either.
Well,
I can still feel the bond between us. In the end, we were just fighting over who had control. I'll have to try something else to sever the link. Sorry. It was worth a shot. It would be too easy to try scissors. So it was worth a shot.
about that.
Don't be down, Mime. It was worth looking into.
Thank you.
And I mean, it wasn't like we didn't learn anything.
I wonder.
If you were able to resist me and push me out, there's a chance Kim's brother might still be somewhere inside him. We might be able to save him. Don't get your hopes up. We'll do it. Where's the we'll try? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be annoyed by saying don't get your hopes up. I guess we'll just go do it. We'll save him somehow and get Kim his brother back.
You're the best.
That's the spirit. No, you're the spirit.
You know, Victoria, when you and I met, I was pretty scared.
Was?
Okay, I am still scared, but now that we're all a team working together, I'm not as scared anymore, and I want to help. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not running away anymore.
Mime. I'm glad. We're still not going to have a team name, though.
Oh, come on!
It's just not gonna happen, I'm sorry. Alright, I guess we'll talk to Victoria now. You find Victoria in the alchemy shop, looking through the papers she found in Golder's mansion. You move to approach her when a familiar sound rings out from her pocket. Oh, great. Victoria sighs heavily and pulls out the orb of communication. In a flash, Alethea appears.
Victoria, do you have something to report?
I do. We've traced the origin of the demons to the crystal mines.
What?
What?
It seems the mine, or more precisely the ore itself, is part of an ancient demon seal. The mining activity in the area damaged and freed the trapped spirits. It also appears that the owner of the mine himself knew that this was a risk, yet he continued his business undeterred.
A demon seal, then? How unfortunate.
Are you gonna actually do something useful?
You knew?
I had a feeling. When our people first started reporting demon activity in the area, I knew there was a crystal mine in the vicinity. That's why I sent you to investigate, and not just some common scout.
Great.
Regretfully, this isn't the first incident like this the Knights have had to deal with.
If there are more cases, then we should halt all mining activity immediately. At least until we can determine if more mines hold seals like these.
You know very well that if we did that, the entire continent would descend into chaos.
What, mass demon possessions aren't gonna make the entire continent descend into chaos? Like, what?
People are dependent on these crystals. The few demon outbreaks we've experienced have been handled swiftly and discreetly by our agents. I expect the same from you.
And what if this isn't just a few demons? We've reason to believe the prison under Anemone Valley houses an army of these powerful demons.
I forgot about the name Anemone.
If the seal breaks,
Then you better see that it doesn't,
Thanks, Alethea.
for all of our sakes.
So helpful, as per usual. Victoria lets out a frustrated sigh and slams the orb down hard on the table.
cursed politics.
Fine, are you okay? She's gonna get mad, probably. Victoria? Are you okay? You really should stop eavesdropping, Kit. You had a conversation in the middle of the shop. I was here. Maybe you should pay more attention to your surroundings before you pick up your phone. If you don't want other people to hear. Maybe you should make sure you're in a private location. Just a thought. Or ask people to leave the room. You know? And then, the chat say, the system is right and just, always. Yes, of course. We can never question them. But then, also, I noticed they stopped asking if we want to romance folks after locking in Kaden. No jealous scenes here, lol. Yeah. Once you lock in with the character, then you just don't get the... They don't need to have that option anymore for everyone else. It's my house. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's my house.
About that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I'd like to, but you're kind of standing in my shop, so... Wow, she conceded to that. You have a point. Victoria lets out a long, drawn-out sigh, running her hand down her face.
So that's how it is.
It appears that we're not getting any help from the capital for dealing with Goldner.
What a mess. No doubt Michael's going to have a fine laugh about this.
He tried. To be fair, he was right, so we're on our own.
That can't be.
So we're completely on our own then? I don't like this. This seems like something that should be handled by knights, not just us. We will get to the bottom of this, I promise. Whatever it takes, Goldner will face justice for what he's done.
This is...
Just what kind of knight would I be if I couldn't even right such an obvious wrong? You witness a rare glimpse of Victoria being vulnerable, and it throws you. Someone needs to try hard. You're my friend. Should we call her our friend? I know we've been kind of rude to her. Out of character and in character. Maybe if she thought she had a friend, she might be more pleasant. I'm not gonna say someone worthy of respect. I don't know. I'm just worried what this one's gonna like devolve into what we actually say. And I'm also afraid what this one will turn into. You need to try harder. You need to follow those rules even harder. So maybe we'll just go through the friend. Yeah, I see. We can be friends even if we're not close.
About that.
Yeah. Even if you fail, you'd still be you. You'd still be my friend. Victoria blinks at you, startled. Your friend, huh? Even after everything, you'd still consider me... Are you crazy, or do you just have a lack of self-preservation? She laughs. But thank you, for what it's worth. That means a lot.
Alethea might have decided that Goldner and the mines can't be touched. I respect her decision, but that doesn't mean we can't do a little bit of digging ourselves. He will pay for what he's done, one way or another.
With his life! We can do this. What was Michael's idea? I don't want to say that. We'll say, let's bring him down.
About that.
He won't get away with this. Victoria smiles at you gratefully. You get up and leave.
I'm jealous of your tenacity, you know. I stopped believing the Empire could change a long time ago. Yet here you are, fighting the corruption from behind the lines. You are stupid if you think your actions will ever change anything. But perhaps, If we had more stupid people in the world, things would be different.
Thanks, Michael.
Or maybe, if people like you took a break from spreading chaos in the world, I'd have enough time to deal with more important problems.
But where would the fun be in that?
What?
Be honest. You'd be dead bored if you didn't have people like me to chase around.
You are impossible.
Okay, but like, literally, genuinely, what chaos has Michael been spreading beyond like literally harmless stuff? What are you talking about? If people like you weren't spreading chaos, what has he done besides just exist as a mage who didn't go to the academy, which is literally all he's done? Why is this still... I'm just curious what's...
What can I do for you today?
Kit and say nothing.
I've got to take care.
Okay. Let's see if Elizabeth has anything.
Welcome back.
Oh. Oh.
So,
I forgot that was a thing. So Quinn has requested some fertilizer. Any idea how to brew it?
I see.
It should be possible to use the ingredients we already have, though you may have to resort to trial and error to get the right mixture.
So
We had that conversation. Oh, I guess we had that before we did the heist.
I see.
But then I thought I made it, but maybe it just didn't hold over from... Can you tell? I always get so, like, just show me my recipes. I thought I had the fertilizer already. No. Okay.
What's that smell?
Why did that... Oh. It's because the volatile ingredient can't touch another volatile ingredient or any ingredient with the same... or like the same symbol. That was so funny. Oh no, is this... Okay, hold on, I'm just seeing, okay. There was a problem with my, view of the live stream. That made it seem like maybe I stopped streaming, but I think it was just an internet connection problem with the Wi-Fi, but my main computer is plugged in, so it seems like it was fine, actually. Okay. Ooh, okay. Can we... do that. Okay, cool. I see you're still streaming on my end. Alright.
Whoa, look
Oh,
at
okay.
that!
Mosquito repellent. Great. Not what I wanted or needed, but great. Okay, what is this? What do they want from me? Okay, so... that.
Another
There's the
discovery!
fertilizer. Alright. I think there was another recipe. Is it just that one? Oh, there's two more. Okay, so one has that symbol. I mean, they both used that symbol. What has was that symbol? Maybe is it that one? It could be I don't have. All the, come on. Oh my god. All the ingredients. What was it? That symbol, and then, no, I should have that. Or was that from the special flower, the lily, or whatever? That might have been that. Wait, that was just... Hold on, sorry, I just immediately forget the symbols when I look at them sometimes. There we go, okay. We got there. We got there.
Whoa, look at
Glue
that!
bomb. Okay. And then... Alright, that... Those... Okay, so it's that symbol. And then was it that one? Yes.
Another discovery!
Eternal sleep. A very strong sleeping potion. It's hard to tell when the user will wake up, if ever. What the fuck? Put someone in a goddamn coma? That's terrifying. You fill out another page in the recipe book.
Well done.
That should keep us stocked up for a while. Elizabeth looks impressed. You get the feeling if you were able to catch her at the right time, she might be willing to share more about her past with you.
I'll be off then.
Okay. So she
Very
doesn't
well.
wanna talk right
Take care.
now. You know, I see in the chat that got dark. Yeah, we made fertilizer and a water bomb and mosquito repellent, then eternal sleep.
What can I do for you today?
Alright. I have your potion.
I did it.
I managed to brew you the potion you needed. You rummaged through your bag for the vial and hand it over to Quinn.
Oh, this is perfect. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Elizabeth's star pupil.
Exactly. Thank you. Guess I've got no excuses now. I'll get to work on on the spell at once. Alright.
I've gotta go.
Take care.
Alright. Are you ready to search for the forgotten library? Yep, done everything that I care about. Let's do it! The tunnels beneath the valley are quiet as you and your companions make your way back beneath Goldner's mansion.
So, this story Rune told, can we really trust it?
Seems like a leap of faith. Bards do not fabricate stories. They only retell past events. They might exaggerate, but the core elements are always true.
I can't believe this.
I'm really surprised you're so quick to trust this individual.
Look,
Don't worry about it. If this library really is hidden in these tunnels, this might be our best chance to learn the motives of our enemies.
You know,
If we can get inside, that is. Oh, we'll be able to get inside. You turn a corner and the tunnel ends abruptly. A large circular door towering above you. Well, I wonder if that's it. Did he say anything about how to open this? Not really. Is it just me though, or does that door look familiar somehow?
Fascinating.
The design does kind of remind me of the wheels of the spirit locket.
You think so?
Do you think we can open it using alchemy? I mean, maybe alchemy plus the blood of an archivist? Oh, what kind of ingredients do we need, though? The blood of an archivist?
Well, isn't this neat?
I may have an idea about that. Michael steps up to the door, and with a flash of purple magic, he cuts his hand. Red blood drips down his palm, and he quickly turns to press it into the center of the door.
Michael, I swear.
Michael? What do you think you're... The room shakes as the door begins to glow with a red light.
Well, I'll be damned.
I just activated the puzzle. It wasn't that difficult to figure out. Now we just need our dear alchemist to finish it up. I got this.
This is it.
In chat, alchemy plus a water bomb, and then oh no, paper cut, and then all caps, illegal magic? Victoria, close your eyes. You step up to the puzzle. Sort the runes until they all glow to unlock the door. Like... Oh shit, I fucked this up. Okay, wait, so I need to get that there. Okay. We did it. Oh my god, this poor guy having to hold up the ceiling. You all stumble down into a dark, musty chamber. The secret doors swing shut behind you. Looking around, you find yourself in a massive library. Everything is covered in a thick layer of dust.
You have got to be kidding me.
Did I accidentally click through that when there was more to say? You're right, I see the chat. Poor guy having to hold up the ceiling when he's just trying to read.
This is quite the sight.
An archivist collection.
It really has survived all these years.
Michael speaks softly. His voice is uncharacteristically serious, his eyes taking in the many tomes and scrolls.
To think that such a place was hidden beneath this town. I have to report this to Alethea.
Victoria. No.
I'm afraid if you were to do that, Madam Knight, I would have to stop you.
Michael speaks with a kind but deadpan seriousness that makes even Victoria pause.
Michael, what's going on?
So, you finally show us your true colors.
So, you were against the Empire all along. You finally show your true colors. Victoria, what the fuck are you talking about? You're the one being a snitch here. Trying to be a snitch here. How the hell did you think Michael was going to react to you being like, I must report this immediately? Like, girl, be serious. Please.
I was wondering when we'd see the real person behind that fake smile of yours.
Girl, God. I regret saying that we were her friend. I don't support you.
I think I've been fairly upfront about my opinions of your handlers.
That's what I'm saying!
This place is a unique collection of our long-lost history. I won't have its location revealed by a military bootlicker who's never had an independent thought in her life.
Oh, shit. Never had an independent thought in her life. God damn. In chat, he unfriends her on Facebook. Girl, you can't get mad if he's not wrong. Your choice will influence your personality going forward. Let's all calm down. Ooh, we can either be reasonable or authoritative. What are the other things we have currently? Let's look at that. We're adventurous, we have tenacity, acceptance, and doubt. I guess let's go with reason. Let's all calm down.
Everyone, please calm down. I'm sure both of you can see that we have more important things to settle right now.
Not what I would say, but I guess we are trying to de-escalate the situation.
Why do you have to come here and make sense? Fine. I'll yield for now. But I am keeping an eye on our dear knight for the time being.
That's fair.
We'll be watching each other then.
If you're all quite done fighting over there, I think I've found something you'd like to see.
You look around and spot Anne much further into the library, holding up a small silver disc that looks awfully familiar.
Is that a spirit locket?
But what is it doing here?
From the look of things, I'd say they were building them here.
Wait, build?
Oh, what did you think? Where did you think they came from? Just out of the ether? Growing off trees?
Someone built these things?
Mime, what? She's a spirit. Maybe she doesn't know. But still, what?
Well, obviously. Magical artifacts like these don't just materialize out of thin air.
Sorry, everyone's just... I can't handle everyone saying these stupid things tonight.
You say that, but...
Oh, this is fascinating. It's clearly similar to the locket we've been using, but more refined somehow. Perhaps this is a later model?
The chat, naturally occurring magical artifacts.
This might just be what we need.
I'll be taking that.
Oh no!
Thank you.
A voice suddenly purrs from deeper within the library. From the shadows, a hand appears to grab Anne's arm, plucking the locket from her grasp.
What the? Give that back!
Anne struggles against him, but the demon barely acknowledges her. Instead, he stares at the locket, transfixed.
How strange to finally be the one holding this cursed thing.
In the chat, oh no, a guy! It's always these guys.
Thank you for finding this for me.
Fuck you.
Your help is most appreciated.
I was not helping you. Let go of her. How did you get in here? Fancy meeting you. Let go of her.
I swear, if you hurt her, let her go now.
Oh, please. And have her turn around and fry my head with those pretty hands of hers?
Ew. Why do you have to say it like that?
I think not. You people have been getting in my way twice now. So excuse me if my patience is worn a bit thin.
Getting on people's nerves is a specialty of ours. Not about to argue with that.
Okay, is there... Yes, the music was very loud compared to the voices. See if that's a little better.
But that won't matter now. Because I finally got what I need. Once I've charged up this locket, my brethren will finally be free.
You do realize you need demon spirits to power that locket. You're going to use your own people as sacrifices?
Oh, how very human of you to assume I would be willing to betray my own like that. I'm not like you. And neither is this locket anything like that beaten old prototype you carry around.
Uh-oh.
Care for a demonstration?
Oh no! Can you use people? Can you use living people to power it? You take their life force? Take their souls? He points the locket at Anne and it begins to glow ominously, and then a beam of light shoots out and connects with her chest. Just like when you seal away demons. Anne! Oh no, you won't. Should have predicted this. That does not make a joke. Oh no, you won't.
You're going down, Ronan.
Let's go.
Match the pattern to banish the demon. Okay. And yeah, we want ha ha ha. Ronan flinches away as the light from your locket light from your lockets meet. And Anne uses the moment to break free of his grip and escape.
It appears I'm outmatched for now.
I mean, you were also outmatched last time. So I'm not sure it's really a for now thing if it keeps happening.
This thing is running on empty. No matter, I know just how to fill it up. Bye for now, little alchemist.
He grins and disappears into the darkness.
We've got to go.
We can't let them escape like this. You move to rush forward, but a hand on your shoulder holds you back.
Don't be so rash. You'll get yourself hurt. Let him go for now. We have other things to worry about.
And let him get stronger? Fine.
I wonder.
I'm not sure what just happened, though. We didn't use the locket to seal this time, but to attack?
Fascinating.
It seems you were finally able to tap into the demon souls in the locket. That's good. It will certainly be useful down the line.
This is...
Are you alright, Anne? You look a bit pale.
I'm fine. Just rattled.
In the chat, the woo face. Okay, Kaden.
I think I understand just what that locket is capable of now.
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean?
Actually...
When that light hit me, it felt like it struck my soul and was pulling it straight out of me. Pulling? You don't mean...
I'm pretty sure Ronan just tried to seal my soul away in that locket.
Shit. What? How? Are you okay, that bastard?
What?
How is that even possible? I haven't got the faintest clue. What a disturbing kind of magic. Illegal magic!
Huh.
I know this must be hard for you, but let's try not to judge before we have their side of the story.
About that.
That's going to be difficult though, isn't it? No one's here for us to ask? I'd say the library they left behind is as good a place to start as any. We should look around. Wise words, my friend. There must be something here that can give us a clue as to what happened. Check the desk. There's a desk near where Anne found the spirit locket. Schematics and papers are scattered around, all written in a dry academic tone that's hard to comprehend. Among the dusty literature, your eye is caught by a book with a bright and friendly cover.
Huh?
A children's book? I guess even stuffy scientists need a break once in a while, or maybe there were, like, actual kids here. Read it? You crack open the pages, which are dry and stiff with age, and begin to read.
So...
There once was a child with a mischievous mind. He liked pulling pranks on the people he liked. Friends, family, even strangers sometimes would find milk in their boots and toes in their tea. That's mischievous? I don't like this book. Right? I see in chat all caps toes, like his toe like connected to his feet, like dunking his toes in someone's teeth. I mean, disgusting, but not disturbing in the way I've been picturing it. The people cursed and swore at the laughing child. Little did they know something had taken root in his heart. A spirit of rage had found a place to call home, and the more they cursed, the stronger its hold became. The hate grew much larger than the boy, and he split down the middle like a nut cracked open. I don't know, I see there's gotta be like an alternate meaning in the chat, but I don't know. The way this is going, he's split down the middle like a nut cracked open. His kin was slain by the cycle of anger they had caused, and in the end, there was nothing left but the mirage.
Yikes!
Wow. Old fairy tales really are something. Let's just leave this here for now, before it gives us all nightmares. Investigate the blackboard. There's a large blackboard on one of the walls. It's filled with scribbles. It is filled with scribbles of half-finished calculations and mysterious runes that might be a foreign language or just someone's really terrible handwriting. At the bottom, a message is written in much neater handwriting. I know what you did, Chris. I swear, if I find one more fake spider in my things, I'm going to have Liv weld your boots to the ceiling. Bjorn. Nothing useful here. We should keep looking. Those were the only two places, girl. Oh. Okay, now we get a secret third option. You walk among the bookshelves, searching for anything about this spirit locket. There are mostly huge tomes of historical records you won't even begin to get through, but eventually you do find a pile of folders that look relatively new compared to everything else down here. Project Mirage. Project Mirage is printed in bold letters across the front. That, children's book, and also when we talked to Michael, like last stream, I think, Mirage is a type of spirit. Or... yeah.
Huh?
That's what it, yeah. Did you find something? You open the folder. Most of the writing doesn't mean anything to you. Calculations and schematics strewn across the pages. However, there is one thing you definitely understand. An old photograph.
Whoa!
Elizabeth. Alethea. And mysterious third person. No way! Is that Elizabeth? No way. Looks like it. What's this doing here?
I wonder.
What's an old picture of her doing down here? Right? And who are those two with her? The one on the right looks kind of familiar. Mime's exclamation draws the attention of the others, who walk over.
My, the old alchemy master was quite the looker, wasn't she?
That woman with her. That looks like Alethea.
Really?
Seriously? Both of them knew about this place? Yet none of them chose to speak to us about it. Given everything that's happened, why keep it a secret? Let's find out. I'm sure she had her reasons. Maybe she forgot. Let's find out.
About that.
I say we go ask her ourselves.
Got it.
I couldn't agree more. Let's go talk with the alchemist and get to the bottom of this. I thought I was the alchemist. Alright. We're hopefully things will calm down after this conversation. I don't want to leave like in the middle of this ongoing scene. We are technically going over when I want to just stop, but hang in there. Hopefully it'll be over soon. Outside the sun is already set, but there's still light in an old alchemy shop.
There you are. How is the demon hunt coming along?
How do you think? We need to talk. You've been hiding things. Demons from the past. Let's be sad. Elizabeth, you... I can't believe you would hide something like this.
Hmm?
You're gonna play dumb? Kid? What on earth are you talking about? Hiding what? You hand the picture to Elizabeth, and she immediately grows pale.
Where did you get this? About that.
We found it in a library hidden under the town, among an archivist's collection.
I don't understand. That door was supposed to be sealed. How did you? Of course. I should have known.
We'll use our reason. Please tell us what's going on.
Well...
Please, Elizabeth. You must understand it's better we get the truth from you instead of finding it ourselves. Since when did you start sounding so wise? But you're right. You deserve to know.
First thing first. The locket. Is it safe?
Nope. Fail step one. If by safe you mean currently in the hands of the demon we had been hunting, then yes.
Letherus mercy.
just what kind of locket is it? And what's Project Mirage?
It's not that simple.
It's quite a long story.
Look,
Then you'd better get started. Elizabeth takes a deep, shuddering breath.
I see.
Very well. I haven't shared much of my past with you. I thought it better you focused on the task at hand, but it's clear that the two have become intertwined. The spirit locket you bear. Many years ago, I helped build it. The Empire needed a weapon in their fight against the North, and the spirit lockets were very effective. But the war dragged out, and eventually the spirits we had used as fuel disappeared.
Really?
You hunted them to extinction.
I wonder.
Or they merely found better places to hide. We don't know for sure, but what is certain is that it started a massive arms race trying to find an alternative energy source for the lockets. That's how Project Mirage started. Ancient records showed that when an abundance of emotion is gathered in a certain location, a spirit might spring to life. A mirror or mirage. Supposedly they are brittle things with little shape or form, and dissolve quickly depending on the strength of the emotion they are born from. Like a bad feeling lingering in the air. Our goal was to build a locket that could safely trap and preserve a mirage as an alternative to nature spirits. It would be a near-endless source of energy. With the war raging, there was an abundance of rage and sorrow to pick from. We just needed the right tool.
That seems odd.
This is... Why have I not heard of this? Even if you didn't succeed, it should be in the Academy's archive. I've read every piece on alternative energy sources in existence and never once heard about this project.
That's because we succeeded.
I see in the chat, Elizabeth's tragic backstory. Everyone else already got to tell theirs. Oh, not quite. We got into a couple, but we haven't gotten into all of Anne's stuff, I know. And also, I don't think we've actually gotten to Victoria's stuff that much.
Huh?
But yeah, she gets to join in with tragic backstories.
It's not that simple.
Liv was a genius tinker, years ahead of her time, and she succeeded in creating a second generation of lockets, but it was never used in the war. Because mirages are mirrors of human souls, an unexpected feature of the invention was the ability to lock away human souls as well.
That seems odd.
While that is quite problematic, trust me, I realize, I don't understand why it would make you shelve the project. The human spirit doesn't possess any magic, that's why spirits were used instead.
Normal human spirits don't. But what about mages?
A tense silence falls over the room.
if just...
You must understand. The Empire was desperate. The people were getting sick of a never-ending war. Alethea kept getting called back to the capital, and every time she returned, she seemed more distant. We knew something was coming, and we didn't want to risk this discovery becoming a weapon to be used against the very people who built it.
Let's see.
So you sealed the locket away.
Yes.
On Liv's insistence. She still believed that in a time of peace, the locket might be used for good, and so she and the other researchers hid their discovery. Locked it away. Many of them were later killed in the Great Cleansing, or disappeared north. I too left my post and decided to set up shop in town to keep an eye on things.
I can't believe this.
And when the demon showed up, you didn't think that it might be related?
Lethrus, grant me strength.
The demon seal beneath this town is no secret to the Empire, at least not those At least not to those they deem important enough to know. This location was chosen because of its unique situation. In order to build a spirit locket, after all, you need spirits to test it on.
Oh.
That sounds really horrible.
Huh?
How? The demons were sealed away, right? It's not easy, and definitely not cheap, but it is possible with the right mages to open a seal like that and drag a single spirit through, do the experiments, and then return it to its prison. I wonder why these spirits or demons are so mad at us, humans. I wonder why they're so angry. I wonder. It's a mystery.
Huh.
That certainly sounds ethical. Those poor spirits. And that explains the grumpiness.
That's awful.
That's horrible. Those poor spirits.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I feel like maybe they're only trying to kill us because of these terrible things they went through, and maybe use some context clues. You weren't saying that when they were trying to kill us all.
Well...
Even so, it must have been hard on them.
Is it possible that Ronan, or the demon possessing him, is one of those spirits extracted for these experiments?
There you go, asking the right questions.
Let's see.
Yeah, it would certainly explain his grudge against us humans, and also how he knew about the locket and its location. You think this has been his plan all along?
Look.
He went after the alchemy shop to steal your locket. We thought it was because he was going to use it, but he might have known it was the key to enter the library. But then how did he get in? Because he was in there. I don't think he followed us because the door is shut behind us. I wonder, though, how was he planning to get his hands on the blood of an archivist?
I see.
Maybe he was planning to possess you later down the line.
Oh, really?
While the thought is flattering, he couldn't possibly have predicted that I would show up. Could he? It doesn't matter anyway. As things stand now, he already has the locket he was looking for.
What would be his next step?
Fueling it? Duh.
He'd need to charge it.
Yeah. With what? A soul from a mage.
Find a mage he can seal away, so he can use the locket to break the seal.
His minions have already failed in recruiting Anne and me for this. So who would be his next target?
Oh no! We know a mage who isn't here with us. Quinn! Oh shit.
If he touches as much as a hair on Quinn's head, I will make him pay.
Seconded.
While I agree that something has to be done to protect Quinn, we should all calm down and think about this rationally. Now that we know his plans, we have the opportunity to lay a trap.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought you'd be running straight back to the capital after this to get permission from your handler. Michael.
Huh.
What? I'm merely pointing out that if word gets back to Alethea that the locket is here, you can wave goodbye to any chance of us laying a trap to get it back. Victoria?
I was tasked with putting a stop to this. We can't let Ronan succeed. We'll proceed on our own for now.
Thank you.
Alethea did order that we take care of this any way possible without drawing attention to ourselves. This is the best way to do that.
However, you have to, what's the word? I'm so tired. I don't know. justify it in your mind. That's what I was trying to say.
Very well.
I can't believe I'm saying this. But thank you, Victoria.
I also can't believe you're saying that.
Please don't.
So what do we do now?
We lay a trap for a demon.
Hell yeah. Chapter 4, The Mage's Ward.
Okay, so here's the plan. Since Ronan still believes we're clueless about his next target, we have an edge.
No, we're not doing this. We'll get to that, but not right now. Save that for next time. Yeah, so we'll overwrite that. Alright. In the chat, LMAO, take 5, Victoria. Calm down, Victoria. We save your speech for next time. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, even with our late start and even a little bit later than we meant to start. Next week we'll get back to a regular Thursday and regular start time, you know, barring any weird thing that comes up. So yeah, a preemptive happy Halloween for tomorrow. Actually though, for you, Aaron, it's already Halloween, technically. Yeah. Let me, what am I looking for? OBS. Okay. Time for me to go to sleep. I see Halloween or Dragon Age Day. That's also true. Happy Halloween or Happy Dragon Age 4 Day, whichever you want to celebrate, or both. I can't play it right now because I don't have the console that works for it, but hopefully by the beginning of next year. Fingers crossed. And I hope you get some good sleep as well. Anyways, yeah, see you next time, and we'll get to lay in this trap for a demon. And I'm sure it'll go totally well and fine and perfectly, just as we plan it. Right? Right. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, and bye-bye.